Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, War Room Edition. I'm Jim, your host.
You still can't get it right. I'll be your co-host, Nate. Jim.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Nate, to keep me honest, keep me on track here. Well, obviously,
That's,
Nate, since you're the
that's,
co-host, you know how this works. What's that?
that's what you call unscripted. We can never get it right. So
Right. But you think after all this time, we'd probably get it right, but no, that doesn't work like that.
no.
Anyways, you know how this works, right? We take some headlines from the media or quote unquote media, and we talk about them from our perspective because we're veterans. We know everything, whether we've read or have not read the article, which I'm telling you is way more common than you think. Nobody reads articles. Nobody has time to do it. Nobody has, they're all working people who just want to get by and they don't have time to read it. So they interpret it just like we're going to. Well,
I get all my information from headlines, no articles.
right. And it's true because, I think I saw something the other day that Facebook was like the leading source for people to get their news.
Why not?
Are you saying people are clicking on articles on Facebook and reading them? No.
Just read the headlines and scroll on.
Exactly. And they're probably just looking at what their friends liked or read or whatever. Stupid, but we're all getting to be a dumb society. So let's go on with this process here. So Secret Service official at heart of January 6 hearing retires.
Good for him or her. I don't know who this person is, but it's time to retire. It's time to retire. You got to go. You got to go. That's my goal too.
Right. None political about it, right? No
Nope.
politics there. It's just retirement.
Retirement.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
See, I don't know if does he still have to go testify even though he's retired now? I mean, is that his way to get on testifying, or did you get it?
No, I can't. These things been bugging me. Been here for a while too. It's one of those little net things, you know what I mean? Like every once in a while I'll eat something here and I'll be like, that's a dumb idea. But anyways, yeah, no, I get it. And I don't think there is any like I don't know. I mean, there is certain rules where certain people, when they work for the government, can be brought into certain situations, but I don't know those rules. I know
if you're subpoenaed by a court, you're subpoenaed by a court. I don't know if it matters what your status is anymore.
No, a court, but Congress. If Congress subpoenas you as a civilian, I think they have less power to do that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I know it came up before in the history of all this corruption we've been dealing with, but I don't know why. I don't know. We don't even know if there's a power move or seriously just a retirement.
We would know if we read the article.
Right. Yeah, we probably would. But I'm going to assume
this is a headlines. This is a headline show, not an article show. So
yeah, right. I'm going to assume that this guy's retiring because things are starting to go south and he wants to bail out.
And I'm going to be the devil's advocate and assume it's time for him to retire. End of the month, time to go.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll see how it works out. We'll see for the next headline.
I'm going to retire at the end of the month too. I just don't know what month. Whenever I at the heart of an investigation, maybe it's time for me to go.
That's what I'm saying. Once this becomes something else, there will be a different headline about it, and we'll know. So remember, retiree Secret Service guy goes to court. We'll know, right? It'll be a different headline. We can draw a different conclusion.
Well, this guy retires, and this one's the best.
Right,
ever.
Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't know. Like Joe Rogan's like the hottest social media guy or whatever it is. Everybody listens to Joe Rogan. I don't think I've watched not one full episode of him, even though I hear he's really good. But anyways, so what Joe Rogan says is true, right? So Joe Rogan praises Kayleigh McEnany as best ever White House press secretary. That lady was a effing assassin.
She was the best. Well, I can't say I don't know the best ever. The best ever that I can remember. She could talk. She can.
Right.
You ask her a question, she can answer something or give you something, even if it was the truth or not. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about.
Right.
The latest two had no clue how to entertain the media, and she did. She shut the media down all the time. She didn't care. She didn't hold back. Best ever. I don't know about that, but best ever recently for acting like she knew what she was talking about, even if she didn't or did. Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, I'm going to ask you the obvious question. Do you remember any before her?
No.
Exactly. Like she made press secretary a thing.
Yeah.
Like she made it a thing. I mean, obviously it was Trump that came in that, people were responding to, but I mean, she had her notebook, she had her stuff squared away. So even if she wasn't telling the truth, she was believable.
I don't even think she
You,
needed a notebook. Yeah, exactly. She came in. She sounded like she knew. As long as she's sounding, you know what you're doing. You're good.
sure. She was believable. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that matters. I mean, even in law enforcement, how we used to do, you go to a witness if they're believable. You know what I mean? Why
Yeah.
would you think they're lying? She's believable. These last two clowns, Peppermint Patty, she wasn't believable. Whether she knew what she was doing or not, she
Well.
wasn't believable.
I don't know that yet. I'll circle back to you on that if she is or not.
If she what?
I'll circle back to you if she is or not.
Just circle back to me. All right, yeah. Well, that's why I made her unbelievable. Like sometimes I don't know is genuine. Like when people say, "Hey, I don't know," it's genuine. And I think to be honest, that's why people like Joe Rogan. I think he's genuine. You know what I mean? And so Peppermint Patty didn't sound genuine. That
Yeah, I
circle
don't.
back stuff was a deflection. It wasn't
Oh
a
yeah.
genuine. Right.
The current one right now. I don't have that in my book. I don't have that in my book.
Dude,
I don't
look,
have that in my book.
I don't even need to talk about this one right now because she is not a press secretary. And whether you want to call her a diversity hire or not, it's embarrassing, really. Even for her, like I don't even know what she thinks she's getting out of this. Like, what do you want to go down in history as the worst press secretary ever? Is that like a notch on your belt? Well, at least I was a press secretary. Yeah, but you were the worst ever, like ever.
I wonder
So,
what grade. I wonder what government grade they are.
oh, what GS level?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because they all get. Even if they didn't hire her for this, they'd move her to another position. Same thing.
Yeah, but that's when I want them to get paid just to be a political pawn, just sitting up there to look stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just like I said. I mean, even if they got paid a little or a lot, like, why would you do that? Like, would you take that job?
If that was my line of work, maybe. That's what I
Yeah, but
wanted to do.
what's the end goal? That's what I'm saying. What's the end goal? She can say, "Hey, I was a press secretary." Yeah, the worst one ever.
Well,
Like,
for her, I mean, yeah, but if that's, I don't know what college she went to, but it didn't train her properly.
is the
Good
end
thing she
goal
got Good thing she got $10,000 for that degree.
right? Is it right? Is the end goal just to become a CNN analyst? Like, does she really need to do all this to do that? Like, what is her
Yeah,
end goal?
where'd the other one go? Is she on CNN? The one you go
I
Peppermint
think I
Patty?
don't know.
She
Anytime
went
you
somewhere to
talk trash about
MSNBC, I think.
Trump,
Whatever.
whatever, you can go. Yeah, you go to the news station. But I mean, is that the end goal for these people? Like, I personally would not embarrass myself, especially when I knew I was doing a crappy job.
Well, end
Is it that?
goal to be a name of one of those major networks. That's a pretty good end goal. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's making it. You're getting out of the local. What town do you live in? You know what I mean? Local news broadcaster, and then
right.
you go to CNN. It's kind of making it, but
Sure,
you might
I'm
have made
not
it the
doubting
worst
it.
way. He might have made it in the worst way, though.
Well, I mean, hey, if they want that, if they'll take her because she was the worst ever, then whatever. Either way, McEnany was the best ever, and she was the worst ever. But I really don't have any reference to many others anyway. So.
Well, maybe we can find out what happened here.
Well, we're probably never going to find out, but the
Ah,
DOJ admits FBI seized attorney-client privileged information in Mar-a-Lago raid.
so they give it back then?
Yeah, and you know what? This stuff got deeper because I didn't read this, but I heard something else about this. Not only did they seize the attorney-client privileged information, Trump put in for a request to have like some third party go through it before the FBI had a chance to review it all. And the FBI said, no, don't worry. We already had our team do it and separate the stuff to client privilege. So it wasn't in the case. So the FBI had a team that's assigned to the FBI go through the case or the stuff to make sure the stuff wasn't put in the case.
Isn't that like a police department investigating the police department on a complaint?
Exactly. Exactly. And, at the end of the day, you're sitting here thinking like, if the FBI didn't have egg on their face already, they keep digging holes, dude. And, I wish I had my buddy on. Like, I wish he was like, I don't even think he watches this, but I told you, he just retired from the FBI. I already brought him up a couple times. I really wish he'd just come on and talk. You know what I mean?
What's his name?
Yeah. That's not happening. I don't want him to
Oh.
hate me forever. Because I mean, like I said, he like when I asked him, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm retired." Like he didn't want to talk about it. Clearly,
Good
that was
answer.
enough to me that it's really that bad. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how you get out of this stuff. I don't know how
So
you.
So he
What's that?
retired like this guy retired?
Right. That's the first guy, right? Yeah. Well, but I think he retired before all this happened. But at the end of the day, he's probably glad he retired now. Because I'd hate to be in there with the reputation they got right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like cops. Cops started getting a bad name.
Well, this guy
But
doesn't want to keep. This guy doesn't keep a bad name.
Let's go to something way more serious. Ozzy Osbourne leaving U.S. because he doesn't want to die in crazy America.
He's not even. No, wait, he is. Is he even from America? Is he American or his wife's not? I don't know. They're British. Aren't they both British? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, good. If you don't want to be here, leave. Good.
Well, you don't find the irony in all that? Like, didn't Ozzy Osbourne bite off the bat of a head or the head of a bat, the bat of a head?
That too. That's how crazy he is.
Like, didn't he do that stuff? Like throwing puppies or something? Or was he just accused of that stuff and never?
Oh, I don't know. But that's not crazy like America is right now.
Right. That's not crazy. But America's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Like that is what puts you puts you over the edge. We biting off bat heads and doing all the crazy stuff you did. Like that wasn't.
So is it crazy America now because of the current regime, or
I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, just think about what we're saying though. Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, really, is it just that maybe America's got so crazy that he's not supernatural anymore?
Yeah, he's the one that's crazy. Well, he might not be crazy anymore, but he was crazy back in his younger days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before, he used to be popular because he was crazy, right? Now America's got so crazy, he's probably a nobody. I got to leave now because I don't want to die in here, this crazy place. But I say take a bus full of illegals with you. You know what I mean? On your way out, just take a bus full. Go to Canada. They've been waiting for all you people.
They won't allow him up there. Yeah, no one. I wonder where he's going. Is he going to Mexico, or where's he going? Where's he leaving America for? Did he say what country he's going to?
Yeah, I didn't read the article. I could care less. But he's going to some plush place. He's got money, right?
Dude, if I'm leaving, I'm going to Mexico. Mexico's cheap. They got some good areas in Mexico. I'd go down there and live right on the beach.
Well, if you got money.
You don't need that much money. You can afford it cheaper than America.
No, but I'm saying if you got money, you could fortify a place in Mexico.
It depends where you go. All of Mexico is not bad.
No, I get it. I mean, obviously, we went to Juarez. That was not a very nice place to live, nor would anybody want to live there.
Oh, that's where I was going to move to.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, let's go. Let's end this episode so I can help you pack your bags. All right.
For Mexico, not Juarez.
For Juarez.
No, I ain't going to Juarez.
I want to see how long you make in Juarez. Yeah, not happening here.
As long as I work for the cartel, I'll be all right.
Right. Yeah, and then that's probably good. You're gonna have to be the chief or in charge or something because you probably still get taken down. All right, we're gonna take this down because we've already said enough, and we are going to move on out of here. And thank you all for watching, for subscribing, for whatever it is you do, because I don't really pay attention anymore because I'm just here to talk. But thank you, Nate, for showing up. And I guess just go to the website if the website still even exists. Do we even have a website anymore?
I think it's called www.pullthepinalready.com.
Yeah, well, check it out if you have to. Until then,
it might be right there.
Yeah, we've probably been there every show, but until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.